All right, welcome everybody. This is Mike Klingler. We have a lot to cover today, so I'm just going to jump right in. If you haven't noticed from the couple of emails I sent out, I'm extremely excited about this. And for those of you who have known me for many years, some of you more than a decade have been on my lists and worked with me in the past on different projects. It is extremely unusual for me to get excited about an AKA opportunity, about a um, I just don't get excited about uh, hyped up opportunities. It just doesn't happen. For a lot of you who followed me, you know that I've focused most of my last 10 years, on really teaching how to develop your own business, how to develop your own meaningful business. So this may, for many of you, look like a huge step in a different direction at first glance. I want to tell you, I've never been against making incredible amounts of money and living an incredible life. In fact, prior to about a decade ago, I did focus a lot of my attention on exciting opportunities. There just weren't very many that got me excited. In fact, I can only think of two in my lifetime in 25 years. This being the third, and this being really just dwarfing anything I've ever seen before. It's really beyond words. All I can do is encourage you to stick with me all throughout today and absorb as much as you possibly can, and just kind of stick with me for a while on following all of this, on understanding it, and take little easy steps for you to take, and just start to realize, what took me a long time to realize, because I was busy with projects and so forth. I'm gonna do everything I can to help you get up to speed with where I am now. That the cryptocurrency market, Bitcoin being one of them, it's just started. I thought it was a scheme. I thought it was a fad 5 years ago when it was first introduced to me. I don't live in regrets, but if I could go back in time, I would have changed that decision. I am definitely going full on into this now, learning about it and teaching about it, because I believe it is transformational, way beyond the obvious. I'm going to try to touch upon that today, but really I'm going to focus more on the opportunity for you to generate passive income with Bitcoin. So you understand that aspect of what's going on right now, but I do want to introduce you to so much more. It is transformational beyond description. Like I say, I'll do my best to explain how and why today, but I'll have more trainings as we go forward. So today's topic's how you can earn significant passive income, I mean literally passive income, and I'll show you that, without purchasing anything yourself. And if I have time today, I'm going to share with you why that was one of a few key reasons why I got excited about becoming a part of this. The fact that somebody doesn't have to purchase something or put any money out themselves in order to generate passive income is pretty unique, to say the least, and extraordinary, and highly helpful for a lot of people who can't afford to put out a lot of money, but really are in a position where they need to generate money, and also don't have a lot of time to. So that's one big piece of this. The next big piece of this is how to generate significant passive income without having to refer anyone with BTC packages. Now I'm going to talk about that more today. That's also a huge deal, that because a lot of people don't want to refer people. A lot of people don't want to deal with that for whatever reason. You can also generate significant passive income. I'm going to show you how just in the last 3 days I've done that. Why this is the perfect opportunity for those too busy. This is huge too. For those that are too busy to put a lot of time into something new, you have businesses, you have kids, but you still need to generate passive income. And I'm going to really do everything that I possibly can because I'm in a position to really help. Obviously, there's a limit as this grows. I'm planning to get this into the tens of thousands, my organization. But right now, over the course of the next weeks and months, you have a really unique opportunity to tap into me. I mean, you can literally personally email me right now. It's extremely unusual that I offer that, or anyone in my position offers that who's had the success that I've had. I'm doing it because I see how massive this is, and I'm full throttle on this. So by leveraging me, the trainings I'm going to put out, I'm going to design for you. Those listening to this right now, you'll be able to refer people to this and other trainings that I'll when I have more time to put together even more refined reviews and videos. You'll all get to use that. I'm not going to give my referral link out on this. I want to empower you guys. So if someone referred you to this, get their referral link, register with them. You're still going to have access to everything I offer. You don't have to refer or register directly with me to benefit from everything I have to offer you. I think that's pretty extraordinary. So this is perfect for those that are too busy to make trainings and do a lot of the work themselves. You'll just get to leverage me, and I'll talk more about that. I'm going to show you why after months of research, all my concerns and skepticism were replaced by enthusiasm. I'm going to review the company, its products, its compensation, and why I believe this is, I really mean this, unlike anything we've seen before. And it just starts to sound hypey and like stuff we've heard. If you sit with me for a while, I think you'll see, because of the nature of the cryptocurrency world, which took me a while to get, and I'm going to really do everything I can to help you get that as fast as possible, that it goes way beyond Bitcoin, it goes way beyond just using this technology as currency. It's going to transform everything. Once you really get that picture, you start to understand how transformative this is in the truest sense of the word, and all the opportunities that it affords. I'm going to take you into my back office. I'm going to show you the earnings I've made just in the last 3 days since getting started. Again, I've been studying this for months. I started literally 3 years ago after, and again, I'll cover kind of what I learned that allowed me to make that jump and be 100% behind this. But 3 days ago, I started referring people. But even before I referred anybody, I bought some BTC packages. And I'm going to show you that. I'm going to show you how I started earning passive income even without referring anybody. And then I'm going to show you, after starting referring some people, for those of you who don't have the money at all to buy BTC packages, how that's allowing me to get BTC packages without paying for them. It's like, I'll show you all this. I'm going to show you how you can make passive income whether you want to refer people or not, or whether you have the money to invest or not. I've never seen anything that offered that before. I'm going to go into my back office and show you exactly how that's worked for me just in 3 days. It's really indescribably remarkable. I'm going to show you your next steps if you want to start receiving passive income, as I've started to do 3 days ago, as soon as tomorrow, with or without referring others. And I'm going to discuss a little more about the other opportunities that I alluded to in the cryptocurrency market. It's an entirely new world. I'm going to be helping you navigate all of it as we go forward. Like I say, it took me a little while to fully get it. In fact, it was documentaries that I watched on Netflix that got me to see, oh, this isn't what I thought it was. I thought Bitcoin was like this digital currency, and people were just purchasing it, and it was kind of like this little bubble. And maybe it would, or maybe it would not, become a digital currency we used. I saw how that could be like a big deal, but it wasn't enough to get me excited. But once I watched, I can't remember which documentary it was because I watched like 8 of them, every one I could find, about a couple months ago on Netflix. There was a moment in which I got it, and I'm going to share some of that with you today, but there's so many opportunities beyond what I'll just be showing you today. I just feel like this is the highest leveraging right now, and extraordinary in the ways that I'll be demonstrating, but there is so much more, and I want to help you navigate all that and get up to speed to seeing that aha, like, oh, going beyond just looking at Bitcoin or looking at Bitcoin as just a digital currency. It's so much more than that, and there's so many more opportunities that are really easy to leverage because of the magnitude of this. And again, it's international, so that's the other piece. Like, you're going to be hearing that this company is in Dubai. That's the world of cryptocurrencies. Like, that's what makes it so huge. It totally breaks boundaries, borders, and it's allowing people from everywhere to get involved and to benefit. And what that does is it creates this amazing transformation of wealth opportunity for those who just kind of get in front of it. And again, even if you don't have a lot of time, I mean, if you can sit through today, I know today is going to be like an hour, maybe a little bit more, but that's the crux of it, if you could just sit through today and put that time in, maybe a couple other shorter classes that I do to learn a few little details, you wouldn't have to put a lot more in than that to get a lot out of this. Some of you are going to be like me. Maybe you have email lists. Maybe you've been in the network marketing industry a while. Maybe you have some money to invest. Maybe you don't, but you have an email list or people you could refer. Maybe you want to do what I do and take it, big. You have that option either way. Really passive with it, and you can benefit tremendously, or really focus your attention on it once you really get it and see it for what it is, and really go big with it. I think within the next 90 days, those that really, maybe the next 6 months, those that really focus, I don't even want to put a figure out, but I have a figure in my mind of what a person could do who's got an email list or has been in the networking industry. Again, all I can say is I haven't seen anything like it, and I'm going to do my best to help you kind of see what I see here today. I have a couple questions that have come in that I'll address later today for those that might have the same questions. And again, I've got a more formal presentation. I'm going to go in my back office. I'm going to cover a lot of what I just said I'm going to cover, but not necessarily in that order. I do want to say, for those that don't know who I am, someone referred you here. If you decide you want to move forward with this, it's free to register. So as you're learning, I suggest you just register by getting back in touch with the person who referred you to this either recording or this live call that you're on, and connect up with them. Okay, guys, let's go into my back office just real quick. I got a lot to show you. So again, I started researching this company, USI Tech, when I was looking for opportunities in the cryptocurrency market. I was looking at possibly trading. In fact, I started trading a little bit, and it was just really time-consuming for what I was getting back. If you follow, like, for example, this Bitcoin chart, if you look at it over the course of, since let's say January 2014, you can see it's on this massive curve. And by the way, a lot of people say, oh, it's overpriced. I used to think that too when I saw this first spiking. This is just the beginning. This is the bottom of where this is going to be. And I'm not the only one saying that. I mean, if you do your research, you watch the documentaries on Netflix, if you see who's making these statements and their backgrounds. I mean, like ex-CEOs and present CEOs of major financial institutions, hedge funds. I mean, people who know what they're talking about, billionaires, and I'll mention a few, show you a few today that are well known, but I mean, it's endless. There are a lot of them that believe that this is going to go to 100,000, and some believe to 1 million per Bitcoin. Now, a lot of you might not know anything about Bitcoin. You think, oh, how's that possible? Again, it takes a little time to really understand all that and what's going on, but I want you to know, because something that kind of threw me off at first was most people won't be like using a Bitcoin. Like, you don't have to buy a Bitcoin. You can buy a fraction of a Bitcoin by up to 1,000,000%, and there's only so many of them, so it's become more and more in demand. That's why a lot of people think they're going to get up to about $1 million each, and people will just be trading fractions of them. Anyway, I don't need to convince you right now. You don't need to be convinced. Don't worry about that, but I just want to let you know that, what I learned and where I ended up is that this is going to be at 100,000 a Bitcoin and more not too long from today. Probably over 10,000. Now, could it go down before it does that? Of course. Like, what I wanted to show you was when I started trading, it was scary for me because, you'd see it go up like this, and you're like, man, you have no idea when to sell. It shot up incredibly. Like, look at this. Like, in July 2015, it was at 275. And then by June of 2017, not even 2 years later, it had gone up over, what is that, 3,000%? I'm not sure. I'm not real good on the math in my head, but it had gone up to almost 3,000. So from 275, not quite 3,000%, but it's, let's see, 2,000% would be 4,000. So we're talking well over 1,000%. Those of you with math, just discovered how slow my mind is. I got to use a calculator. But we're talking just insane growth. In fact, it's said that if somebody had put $1 into Bitcoin when it first came out, it would be worth $1 million now, $1. So we're talking about insane growth taking place. I mean, just incredible because of the transformational qualities of this. And what I'm saying though is it goes up like that, then it dropped down, to 1,965. So if you'd bought it at 2,965, you'd feel like you really lost out. Like look at all the people that probably bought here and they were really bummed out for weeks up till July 10th. They were really bummed. You can just imagine the sadness, like, oh, they got all caught up in the frenzy. They bought it at 2,965 a Bitcoin, and then it dropped down like, oh man, I'm dumb. Oh, I'm always buying things when they're going up and getting caught in the frenzy. The family's saying, I told you so. But look at this. By September that same year, it's up to 4,600. What I'm saying is it's up and down. It's volatile looking in that regard because it's so transformational. There's so many people getting involved, and when people make 1,000% return, of course there's going to be some selling. But look how it shoots up. This is how you can kind of know, even if you don't know much about investing, how much force is behind this. Because when you think about the fact that some people bought this at $40 and it's now at 4,627, doubling the return would have been it at $80. Multiplying their return by 10 times would have been at $400. This is multiplying the return over 400 times, $4,627. When you have that much pressure for people to want to sell and take their profits and it's still going up, that's when you have something that totally shatters all the, everything that we thought we understood about investing. So anyway, my point here is I was going to invest, I was learning how to invest this way, but it was very risky because I didn't know when to sell, I didn't know when to buy, and so you just kind of buy it and you want to leave it in, you see it go up and down. But I started to realize that there was software and there was things that you could do to kind of predict better when it's going up and when it's going down. But it was very complicated. I just didn't want to really get into that. It just, all day long, it didn't sound like a good life to me. Then I started to learn about ICOs. So here's another cryptocurrency that most of you haven't heard of called Verge. There's these companies that are launching now without having to raise money from venture capitalists or angel funders. They're raising, some of them, hundreds of millions of dollars, many of them 10 to 100 million, using the same blockchain technology that Bitcoin is built out of. And this is something I'm going to get into in the future. I'm not going to get into it today, but I just want to just help you see. There's hundreds of these companies launching with their own, they call them tokens, representing the value of the company. And people, for example, buying this, and I know this sounds foreign, I know this sounds alien, just stick with me. Like this one in January of this year it cost 0.0000182 cents. So, a fraction of a fraction of a fraction of a fraction of a cent to get the coin or token called Verge, which represents the value of this company. And I don't know even exactly what this company does. There's so many of them. This isn't one I'm real familiar with, but I just pulled one up to show you this. That was January 2017. Now this is worth 0.0074 cents. But it might not seem like very much, but that's multiplying by thousands of percent. So you put in $1,000, you would have $1 million or more now in a year. And what you need to understand is this isn't unusual. And again, it will take time to understand what's going on. These are called ICOs. They're like IPOs, but they're ICOs. This is a new way for companies to raise money for their ideas, and they're building what they're building off what's called the blockchain technology. And again, we don't need to even understand what that is, just to understand that the blockchain technology is what allowed Bitcoin to exist, allow people to trade current digital currency between each other safely without a bank. But that blockchain technology is being used to reinvent everything, the way we do business in every way, to cut out the middlemen in real estate, to cut out the middlemen in insurance, in healthcare, in online ticket sales. So you don't have that scalping going on with ticket sales, event sales. It's going to revolutionize everything. And again, these are the kinds of things I want to teach you about in the future. What I want you to, the reason why I'm sharing this with you now is because I, like a lot of people, were thinking about, trading and all of this and buying ICOs, and I'll still get into that to some degree. But I don't like to spend all day looking at that kind of stuff. Like, it's not my thing. And so I didn't want that to be my life. And so I got really excited when I found USI Tech, because to understand it in simple terms, and I'll have a more formal presentation and more formal slides for you here in a bit, but just kind of break this down like informally first. I got excited about it and what's really going on, or at least part of what they're offering that's huge to me and to you, is the opportunity to buy a piece of the pie that they're investing with. So for example, with these, I mentioned BCT packages before, that you can earn passive income. If you do want to invest, you buy these BTC packages, and that represents like a share, for lack of a better word. These aren't like shares of a corporation. These aren't securities. So you know, the cryptocurrency market's making it so it's difficult to describe what's going on because it's a whole new model, and that's why a lot of people don't understand it. But for lack of better terms for now, I'll just use kind of terms we're used to. The BTC packages represent like a share of money that the experts who've been trading on exchanges for years, and I'll share the founders of the company and their names and so forth and their backgrounds in a bit. They're trading this money, and they're doing all the hard work, and they have incredibly sophisticated software, just like the financial institutions that trade on NASDAQ and the New York Stock Exchange and the Forex Exchange. They're able to see when things are going to go up and down because they're using these really sophisticated algorithms and software programming. They do this on NASDAQ. That, you know, all financial institutions that are trading on the stock market are doing this now, and that's why it's easy for them to play the market and make a lot of money and have it not be a risk or a gamble, because they're using these really sophisticated algorithms. Well, most of us don't have access to those sophisticated algorithms, nor the time to like monitor and watch all the numbers, but these guys do. And so they're pooling all this money together, and then we buy these BTC packages to represent like our share of that, and then we're getting a return daily because it's so volatile. They make money when it goes up. They make money when it goes down. Their algorithms, you know because they're looking at all these dynamics that a typical person can't look at. They know when this is going up. They know when it's going to go down before it drops faster than a person could. A typical person could. And so then they sell, and then when it comes down here, they know it's going to level off. They might buy some more. Then they say, oh, there's some indications, the algorithm's figuring this out, that it's going to drop. And then they buy here, and they say, oh, it's going to go up. So they buy a bunch, and then it jumps up. And so they're able to make huge sums of money, just like the major financial institutions are in NASDAQ and the New York Stock Exchange, the traditional ones. But they're doing it in these alternative cryptocurrency market trading, not just Bitcoin, but the hundreds of cryptocurrencies. It's tracking all of this, and they're buying and selling constantly. And because it's so transformational, it's going up and down and up and down, they're able to make incredible profits, and they're able to share a piece of that with all of us who have BTC packages. So, for example, I bought 25 BTC packages. A BTC package is 50 euros, which represents about $60 US. I bought 25 of them, which came to about $1,500 because I wanted to see. And I did that 3 days ago for the first time. And in here, money started to accumulate. And what it shows here is return on capital. This is in 3 days. I've already gotten a return that I could withdraw if I wanted to of 0.0087 Bitcoins. And if you get out the calculator, again, we've already proven I'm not that good at doing math in my head. Kind of embarrassing that I even tried. Let's see, go 0.0087 is what I've made on return on capital. This is 3 days. 3 days. Times Bitcoin right now is worth about 4,600. So I made $40 in 3 days on my $1,500, and this is compounding daily. And so you can get out this little rebuy calculator, and I don't want to slow this down, and I want to get into my more formal presentation, but it's going to make me log in to do that, so I'm not going to do that right now. But you can click on this calculator when you're logged into your own account, and those of you who've already signed up with USI Tech, you can get in here and you can do this, and you can find out if you get one package and you leave it in there for 30 days, how much does that compound to, and it adds up fast. Again, in 3 days I made $40. If I leave that in for a month, it's going to get to be hundreds of dollars. But here's the bigger deal. You can either withdraw that money you're making, and what it comes out to, to give you something tangible to kind of grasp onto, what it comes out to is 140% return in 140 days. And they don't guarantee it, but that's That's the aim, and that's what they're doing. And you get 140%, and they'll leave it in there as long as they need to get that 140%. But it's been giving me about 1% a day, which it only trades on the weekdays, so that comes out to about 140 days. You're going to get your principal back, what you put into it, plus 40%. So you can say, I already got $40 when I up with in 3 days. Sorry, 2 days. That's 2 days. My apologies. Today's the third day, but it hasn't happened yet. So this is going to grow today again. So I have $40, 40 some dollars that came to me in 2 days, and I'll get more today, and it compounds. So it grows on compounded interest. So over a month, it really adds up. Now you can withdraw that, or what I'm doing and what a lot of people are doing is investing it back. So after today, I'm going to be able to buy another package without having to use my own money, just because of the return on capital I've got, and I'll talk about the commission in a second. Even if I didn't get any commissions, though, even if I didn't do any referrals, listen to this very carefully, even if I didn't get any referrals, even if I didn't refer anybody, like if you just wanted to invest and you didn't want to refer anybody, didn't want to deal with that, didn't want to tell anyone about it, whatever, if I had just done that, I would have gotten 0.0087 today, and that's going to grow to 0.01 something by later today, and it's going to keep growing every day, compounding. And then I can keep buying more packages with that money if I choose to, so it adds up faster and faster and faster, because the more packages you have, you know, the bigger or the more shares you have that they're investing with, so the more return you get. And then the more return you get, you just keep investing that back, and it compounds. Again, this has only been compounding for 2 days for me. So I'll keep sharing with you my progress, but bottom line, here's an example of how you could just buy some packages. You could start with one and see how it works, and as you get more clear, you know, because one package is only 60 bucks US, just see how that compounds. As you get more confident, more clear, and understand how it works, you could, you know, put more in if you could, or what have you. Now, let's say you don't have any money to invest, because I know some people just don't, or they might not be able to invest much. How would you leverage it? Well, I also started referring people 2 days ago, and it's pretty easy to refer people into it because it's so incredible. And in a couple of days, I've got 101 direct referrals, and then some of those people started referring people just in a couple of days, so 10 people there, total of 111 people. And a lot of people that I'm referring, they don't even own Bitcoin yet. So I'm going to be doing trainings and showing people how to buy Bitcoin, how to get these packages. But just in 2 days, 2 people that I referred purchased some packages like I did because they want to start earning that return on their capital, and 2 people in the group purchased packages. And so I got a commission, and I got 0.0026 Bitcoin. You can use the calculator to figure out what that is, just a little for now, but again, it's going to start compounding. And so that also added into my kitty here. So in total, between the return on my capital, the 25 packets I got, which has only been 2 days, and on top of it, the commissions I got for referring people and packages they bought, I got 0.0113 Bitcoin. And it may not seem like a lot, but after today, this is just my 3rd day, this is going to grow again because I'm going to get more return on the capital today. I'm going to have enough. Let me just kind of show you this on the calculator. Right now it's at 0.0113, and that's just 2 days. And sorry, times 4,600, which is what, you know, Bitcoin's worth. So that's almost $52 in a couple of days. Again, most of it just coming from the return on my own capital. Now, after today, I'm going to get about another $15 is what it comes to with what I have in there right now. And again, you can use the calculator to figure out how much you would get if you have, you know, X number of packages. So after today, I'll have about $67. That's enough to buy another package. So without me putting out any more of my own money, I could withdraw that $67. But what I'm going to do is later today or tomorrow, I'm going to use that money to buy another package. And I'm going to record how to do that. So those of you can see who start getting you get some packages and you get a return on your capital, who want to buy more packages, you'll be able to see my quick short video to how to do that fast and easy. Just follow my mouse. But today or tomorrow, I'm going to record myself. I won't do it live. I'll just do it real quick, and then I'll send it out. I'll record myself taking this money that I've earned just in a couple of days and buying another package. So then I'll have 26 packages, and so then I'll own more shares in this pool that's being invested in the altcoin cryptocurrency market, and so I'll be getting a bigger return every day. So then even faster, I will get more return, and I'll use that to buy more packages. And in working with my upline, he's got like 2,500 packages in here, so he's getting like a couple $1,000s a day. Now he put like 30 grand into packages to kick it off, and I'm going to be ramping mine up too. But let's say you don't have a lot of money. Let's say you can only buy a package or two, and you start seeing this on a daily basis growing. That's a big deal, and it's compounding every day. And then when you get enough that's accumulated, you buy another package. Now again, you withdraw some when you want to. I would recommend, taking your principal out eventually. Like if you put $500 in there in packages, or let's say $600, you get 10 packages, and you start making your daily return. Once you've made your $600 back, go ahead and take that out and leave the rest in. Then you've got nothing to lose. And just let that work for you and keep buying more packages. And they keep investing into this incredible cryptocurrency market on our behalf, so we don't have to watch it every day, buy and sell every day, obsess over the ups and downs of the market, and just let the experts do it. And then, if you take your principal out after you've made the principal, you've got nothing to lose. Now, those of you who don't have any money, you can get this commission referral Bitcoin growing for you, and use that to buy packages and not have to put $1 of your own money into it, which is incredible. So for example, there's a lot of people out there like me who can invest into the packages. I assure you, I enrolled under somebody who does not know me. I just saw their video, I saw their link, I clicked. I'd been researching cryptocurrencies. I started watching this thing, and after doing my due diligence, I bought 25 packages just to test it out. And I'm going to be, buying tens of thousands of dollars worth of my packages with my own money, and they're going to make 10% on that. So if you're in a position where you don't have money to invest, but you can refer people to your list, you can refer people here and there. You can start doing YouTube videos, or if you don't have any time, you just send emails out every once in a while. Keep it real simple. Send people to the videos that I make for you. You could be generating a lot of commission, BTC, Bitcoin, and then using that to buy packages, and then you'll start getting the return on the capital. Quite incredible. So there are a lot of people out there like me who have the money to invest. In fact, I know of somebody who's getting ready to spend 1,000 Bitcoins on packages. So, because he's wealthy, and 1,000 Bitcoins equals $450,000 that he's putting into the Bitcoin packages, because he wants to make that average of 1% compounded a day. And so let's just look at what that would be. I just out of curiosity, now that I think about it, if he has $450,000 in Bitcoin package worth of Bitcoin packages, divided by, it's about $60 US. So he had about 7,500 packages in there. Whoops. So he has 7,500 packages, and they're about $60 each. Okay, so he's making about 1% a day. So that's $4,500 a day. It's about 20 work days in a week, because they can only trade when the exchanges are all open and everything, and they're trading on the Forex too. That's $90,000 he's making passive income a month. So what I'm saying is, even if you don't have any money or much to invest in your own packages, if you want to seize this opportunity and start referring people, you're going to get people like me, and maybe even somebody like him, although obviously that's highly unusual for someone to have $450,000 worth of Bitcoin laying around. But someone like me is rather common, who can afford to buy 25 packages, and I'm going to start buying, I'm going to buy 100 packages next with my own money. You're going to get a percentage of that. In fact, I will buy 100 packages soon, so that comes to about, and more as I get rid of some stock and move it over here. But 6,000, I will have spent $6,000 before the end of this month, and $6,000, whoever would have referred me, like if you refer someone like me, that's $600 in packages. So you would get, they're about $60 a package, so you would have 10 packages. So there's a lot of opportunity no matter where you're at. You have no money, but you have some time, and you want to go for it, and refer people and send people to the classes I'm doing and everything, you're going to find people like me, and you're going to start generating a lot of commission Bitcoin, and then you can use that to buy packages, and then you're going to be generating every time someone in your organization buys more packages, like when I buy more packages later this month, the person who referred me is going to get more Bitcoin, which they can buy more packages with. So it just starts compounding. So even if you have no money, but you have some time or an email list, or if you have some skill of being able to do YouTube videos, and as you learn, you just push this out, because I just found somebody's YouTube video I don't even know and clicked on their link, then you could do something amazing for yourself, even with no money. And then if you do have money, like you're in a position like I am, or maybe a little bit less that you feel comfortable putting in, you can start making this return on capital every day. Or you can do both, like I am. And you can buy as many packages as you feel comfortable with. For me, that was 25 just to see it working. Now I'm going to get 100. You can buy whatever it is for you. Maybe it's 5 packages, maybe it's 1 package, maybe it's 10, and then start referring people too. And then you've got both working for you. And as you're getting more Bitcoin, you just buy more packages. Okay, so pretty extraordinary, to say the least. I'm going to now jump into my formal, let me just check something here real quick, my formal presentation. I'm going to slow this down a little bit, but I think this is important for us to get into. Actually, I think I need to go all the way back here. I had that open in the middle. So I got a lot of slides, as you can see. I'm going to go to the formal presentation now, but I wanted you guys to really just understand what I did in a couple of days, and how no matter where you're at, you've got no time, maybe you're running 3 businesses, you got kids, and you just don't have time right now to distract you much. If you could just sit with me like through today's call, maybe a couple other little short ones where I'm showing you how to do things real quick. If you've got a little email list, anything about how to refer people, even with no money and no time, you could do something extraordinary here. And then those of you who are in a position to really go for it, change some things around, you can buy some packages, even if you don't want to refer anybody. I just showed you how you can make some significant passive income. And like I say, if you feel like there's a lot of risk there or what have you, just you're not sure what's going on yet, just start with something very small and just see it working. And as you learn and you get more confidence, you can put more in, or you can just take what you're earning on the money that's coming from that investment and put that into more packages, and then take your principal out when you can. When you've made enough, take your principal out so you've risked nothing, and just let the rest just keep working. And if you're in a position like I am, where you're like, wow, once you see this, you can do both. Put it, invest as much as you want to, let that work for you. Like my upline, he's put about 30,000 in, and like I say, right now he's making thousands a day because he started a few months ago, and it's compounding. And he's referred a lot of people. So I'm going for both. Like for those of you who want to make 7 figures, obviously that's very possible with something like this. This is an extraordinary opportunity. For those of you who aren't used to extraordinary opportunities, or you're used to people talking about extraordinary opportunities, but you know that they're not, I can understand why you'd be skeptical and so forth. I certainly was. For those of you who know me, I was pretty hard on, pretty rough on those who promoted make money things. The cryptocurrency market has changed the game. It's changed the economy. Most people just don't realize it yet, and that's why there's a huge opportunity. So I'm going to do my best to help you understand how and why, but that will be for other calls and other things. Right now I want to focus now more on USI Tech and how you can get your dashboard, your back office, lighting up like mine started to, whether you have nothing to invest and you want to refer people, or you have something to invest with and you want to start small, and as you build up your confidence, earn that passive income without referring people, or you want to do both like I am. So, of course, I've got to read this disclaimer. Proof of payment is no guarantee we'll earn the same, but it would be possible to earn this and more with an equal or greater strategy and work ethic. Any earning figures shown are not a guarantee of income. I think every adult should know that. Figures are presented for illustration purposes only. Okay, got to stay in compliance. Who is USI? So let's start our formal presentation now. And again, I know a lot of people don't have time. You don't have a lot of time. I encourage you to do everything you can to stick with me today, because it'll be about everything you need to know enough to get started with a little, and then you can grow your knowledge and confidence in what's going on and get questions answered while you at least got things happening. Because again, I do believe that time will come where everyone will have heard of this, and other opportunities that will surely keep spinning out of all of this. It is a new world, and from my perspective and from your perspective if you're here, it's just started, and it's only going to continue to shift towards the cryptocurrency world. Who is USI? The company is registered in UAE, and their office is in Dubai. I'll talk a little bit about that in a moment for those who are like, why Dubai? They operate on a worldwide basis. They have been operating with private clients with a minimum of 100,000, so clients that were investing with them with 100,000 or more, or millions, up to millions, for the past 3 years with consecutive profits. The direct sales company for USI was established in June of 2016. So these guys had been investing on behalf of high-end clients, people that could invest a minimum of 100,000 up to millions. They were taking their money and they were investing it on Forex exchange. They're investing it in alt currencies, Bitcoin and other currencies, these new digital currencies, and then they were giving them a huge return. And then they got the idea, if somebody got the idea that new direct sales, why don't we open up this technology and these lucrative returns to more people? And so that's how they developed this. They were already doing it for a lot of people, but they were high-end clients. Then they decided they could break these up into these BTC packages and offer these returns to a larger number of people. Basically just doing the same thing they were already doing for a handful of high-end clients. Their products right now, they have 2 products. They're going to be opening up more financial products in October. I don't know what that is. A lot of people are excited about it right now because, again, there are so many new opportunities that will continue to evolve and develop out of the cryptocurrency world, because blockchain technology, which is the technology that Bitcoin is built off of, as I was talking about earlier, opens up all kinds of opportunities. And I'll share a little bit more about that today. It's endless. It's just begun. Anyway, their products is the Forex license, where you could purchase a Forex license. I haven't done that yet, so I'm not encouraging others to do it unless you know what in the heck that is. When I do it, and I may, I will let you know for those that want to follow everything I'm doing. But right now I haven't purchased their Forex license. That would allow you to be able to trade on the Forex exchange. And some of you don't even know what that is. I certainly didn't know much about it until not that long ago. But it's like another market, kind of an international market, you could say in simple terms, kind of like NASDAQ or the New York Stock, New York Stock Exchange. It's another exchange that a lot of people invest in internationally. And then their other product, which is the one I've been talking about today, is the Bitcoin package, where you're getting to basically buy a share of what they're investing on the Forex, and also in trading alt currencies, these other currencies in Bitcoin, to provide us the return that they are. So 2 products, the Forex license software that allows you to trade on Forex with really high-end software working for you, telling you what's going on. And then the second product, the Bitcoin package, it's mostly what I'm going to be focused on for now. The founders, Joe Severino, worked with clients since 2007 and has 15 years solid experience trading in Forex. Ralph Gold managed and traded for numerous VIP clients for the past 3 years, providing them a good return on a consistent basis. Horst Schika, CEO and corporate management specialist, and Mike Kiefer, master distributor and company ambassador. He was really the one that saw what they were doing. I believe he was one of their clients that they were trading for, and he had the experience in direct sales and helped them see that they could expand their clientele with a system in place that would allow them to manage a lot more money, a lot more people, and share those profits, those returns that they're getting with a lot more people than just those that can invest 100,000 or more. So the team also consists of financial analysts, traders, and developers who offer support and continue to improve the software. So there's a lot of people behind this, but those are some of the key players that had been, most of these that I just named had been trading, for years for clients, for high-end clients that are now extending that same service to us without having to invest so much. I'm going to cover legal compliance. As I do, I might mention some other things that aren't in the slides. In fact, I'm just going to start by doing that. This is one of the biggest reasons why I got in as well. One being that people don't have to invest in order to do extremely well in creating passive income, like by referring somebody like me. If they just start referring people, they're going to find people like me, and then they can use that commission, Bitcoin commission they get to buy more packages or to take withdrawals. I mean, that's incredible. But in addition to that, the legal compliance was a big issue for me. I had been watching them for a while, and one of the biggest issues I had was with that Forex license up until now. Because they just officially opened in the U.S., so they had to look at the U.S. laws. They were opened internationally. The U.S. has some of the most, difficult, restrictive laws in every way, from the FTC, you name it, FDA, and something that's good, something that's not so good. That's kind of irrelevant to my point that I was just concerned because I have a lot of experience in network marketing. I knew that because this was cryptocurrency and because it's so foreign and new as a concept, it was going to be under a lot of scrutiny. And even though the way their compensation plan was set up was very similar to how a lot of very successful network marketing companies have it set up in the US, where if you're not buying the product, you can't make a commission. I knew that they were going to be under more scrutiny than most, and I know that by the FTC's terms, that's not legal. Now, a lot of companies do it. A lot of you might be participating in a network marketing company where if you don't buy the product, you don't get paid. But because of the way they use their terminology and so forth, they can get around it. But it could always be challenged. And so I just didn't want to get involved when I knew that you had to buy something in order to get paid, even though that's kind of common practice in the network marketing industry. And a lot of you might argue me on that and say, oh, it shouldn't matter. Look at all these companies that get to do it. But the reality is that, and you'll see from this legal opinion that when they hired the law firm that they did to check this all out, it agreed with my concern that you can't do that and not be at risk. And they don't want to take any risks. And that was one of the biggest things that really won me over, because I knew that. Most people don't really know that, but you're not supposed to, even though a lot of even billion-dollar network marketing companies are getting away with it, you're not supposed to make people have to pay to get a commission. So that's why I wouldn't jump on it, even though I knew it would be very profitable and probably be okay anyway. But I was amazed when they hired this law firm, which is Hart David Carson. You can look them up. Been around for years, very reputable law firm. When they hired them to help them open up the U.S., that was one of the things they changed. And it's changing right now. The compensation plan in the next couple of weeks will officially change because they just opened in the U.S. and they want to remove that risk. And again, if you don't purchase the Forex license, you won't be involved with that. So that's why I'm not touching the Forex license till they change. One of the reasons till they change that rule. But the BTC packages are different. It wasn't really involved with that. So that told me a lot about the company, that they were willing to change their compensation plan and remove that risk and make it so that somebody does not have to purchase anything in order to benefit from the compensation. So this is coming from Hart David Carson. This is very formal, maybe a little boring, but stick with me. In rendering our opinion, we have reviewed and examined the following documents, documentation, legal sources, including but not limited to presidential case law and regulatory notices, transcripts, and publications. Forex software. So this is that software I'm talking about that I haven't purchased yet. I'm not involved with this product yet. Until I am, I won't be recommending it unless you know about Forex trading. I'm not going there yet. It's the BTC packages I'm concerned with. But I was concerned about the company as a whole, because in order to get paid commissions on those who purchase the Forex software under you, you had to purchase it yourself. And I just knew, even though a lot of companies do it, that they violated FTC rules, and that's why I hadn't touched any network marketing companies for the last 10 years. The principal product offering of USI Tech is proprietary algorithmic software add-on platform, USI Tech software that is specifically tailored to the MetaTrader 4 MT4 Forex platform and model. Again, I know this is boring, but sit with me. It's very important. that we move through this, and that you glean as much as you can from what they've said. And some of this will make a lot more sense than others. Some of this is just legal jargon that they have to share. But for those that trade on Forex, they'll understand this language. Again, I haven't traded on it, so some of this is foreign to me too. The MT4 platform provides, but I'm going to get to the point of all of this, which is important. We just need to lead up to that. The MT4 platform, that's Forex software, provides participants with real-time news and commentary from their internal global research team, real-time data without the use of auto syncs, total lot size flexibility, and free hosting. The USI Tech software is offered and sold to the user in the form of a non-exclusive perpetual license, which is purchased with a 14-day money-back guarantee. Each non-exclusive perpetual license is sold at a price of $600. However, it is not required to be purchased by the user in order to participate in the business model. So that's what they had changed. And that was a big deal to me. It may not be for a lot of you, especially for those of you who've been or are in network marketing companies that won't pay you a compensation unless you're buying, but it actually is an issue, especially for something this foreign, like the cryptocurrency market. It's going to be under a lot of scrutiny. So they got to really adhere to the highest level of standards. The USI Tech software requires the association of the user with a licensed broker, broker-dealer, or investment professional who is able to effectuate trades in Bitcoin on behalf of the USI Tech user. Through the use of the USI software, the user is able to track real-time news and trade data along with all the additional applications of the MT4 Forex platform. Okay, so again, that's the licensing of the software that allows you to trade on Forex. I'm not involved with that. I'm not focusing on that. That had nothing to do with what I was showing you in my back office or what I'm encouraging you to do, because I haven't purchased that. I just wanted you to know they changed the compensation plan they had for that product. That was extremely important for me, and it told me a lot about this company and where they're planning to go and what they're willing to do to get there. And it's a very reputable move, or I should say, it's a move that has them in good standing and very reputable in my mind. And so I want you to understand that as much as possible. Now the BTC package, this is what I'm really excited about right now, and what I've been talking about, what I was showing you in the back office. This is where you purchase a share of what they're pooling together to invest on our behalf. The other one is where you're kind of investing on yourself and you're using software to do that. The secondary product offering of USI Tech is the BTC package, which derives its value from USI Tech's non-exclusive interest in a series of Bitcoin mining contracts, cloud mining contracts, or cloud hashing contracts, enable pools of users the ability to purchase portions of server capacity within a data center server farm. So a lot of what their trading is involved with is with mining, and if you understand mining, great. If not, I'm not going to take time to explain that today, but in a future call, for those that really want to dig into this, you don't need to understand every detail of mining in order to take advantage of this, but I will be doing calls on that. But it's basically interrelated to how Bitcoin works and how all cryptocurrencies work. They run on servers, and they need people to operate those servers and to solve problems to keep the entire network working. I don't want to get too technical or complicated, but again, I just want to move through this so you understand that they're crossing their T's, dotting their I's, and again, I'll move quickly here. After going over some of this formal stuff, I'll move quickly to what this all means. The principal selling point of a Bitcoin mining contract is that it enables users who would not otherwise have the means to purchase such server space the ability to mine for Bitcoin. Additionally, these contracts enable users without the inter alia technological knowledge, software, electricity, or bandwidth to functionally mine for Bitcoin. In practice, a Bitcoin mining contract, also known as I think I said I'm missing a slide there. They were just naming what that meant. Accordingly, we render the following legal opinions. Here's really the crux of it. USI Tech Limited, registered, is an international business company duly formed, validly existing, and based solely on good standing certificates, is in good standing under the laws of Ras Al Khaimah International Corporate Center Business Companies Regulation 2016, has all requisite power and authority to carry on its business as now conducted, and is qualified to do business in and is in good standing in every jurisdiction where such qualification is required. So Hart David Carson, a law firm that has existed for a very long time and has a big reputation. I mean, it's a big deal for them to come out and say, basically what this is saying is, they have, because they've made changes to what they're doing, they are ready to do business in the U.S. The U.S. has the highest standards, the biggest hurdles for companies, and it has the greatest scrutiny compared to most other countries. And so by them getting this, A-OK from Hart David Carson is a big deal. Accordingly, we render the following legal opinions. We are aware of no claim, litigation, action, or proceeding pending, threatened against, or otherwise affecting USI Tech that involves the possibility of any judgment of liability not fully covered by insurance that would result in a materially adverse change in condition, financial or otherwise, of the USI Tech organization. So there's, they're just saying they check out. A big deal for Hart David Carson, a reputable, long-standing law firm, large law firm, to make, to state this. They can't just state this loosely. Their credibility and even legal implications that would come back to them would be on the line. So this really remedied a lot for me, and I just hope it kind of does for a lot of you too. And you can certainly check out Hart David Carson and make sure that they check out as far as you're concerned. For being a reputable law firm, they certainly are, and met all my standards. Accordingly, we render the following legal opinions. USI Tech Limited are in compliance with and actively endeavor to comply with those regulations currently in place by the Federal Trade Commission. Big deal to me, very big deal. Accordingly, we render the following legal opinions. USI Tech is reflective of a validly existing compliant multi-level marketing business model, adherent to the restrictions and allowances provided by, they're just referencing a decision made in 1975, where there was a court case with Amway that sets a precedent, and they're saying that they meet everything that they need to be a legal network marketing entity. Now, again, a lot of you can participate in this without referring anybody or being a part of that side of it, but for those of you who do want to refer people, this may not be as important to you as it is to me, but it's extremely important to me because if I'm going to go make a couple $1 million, I want to know I'm doing it with a company that's doing everything that it can to adhere to the highest standards of the U.S. law. Not very many network marketing companies do that. In fact, it's highly unusual. It told me a lot. Again, the crux of it is they changed aspects of their compensation plan when they opened in the U.S. Those changes are going into effect within the next couple of weeks that do not require someone to purchase anything in order to participate in the referral opportunity. Therefore, going back to what I was saying earlier in this call, you can refer people, not buy a thing. Find people like me who love the product, for the product, who invest into the product, who buy a Bitcoin package to participate in the services of these traders who have an excellent record for trading successfully and who can provide a return. And people will invest in that product without having to buy into the business opportunity to buy something to earn referral commissions. Might not be a big deal to a lot of you, huge deal to me, told me a lot about what they're planning to do, how big this can go, and that's why I got all in. So that's why I wanted to share what they said with you. Let's now move beyond that, talk a little bit about what is Bitcoin. Cryptocurrency. You've heard me use that term. And again, I know this might be boring and a little formal for you, but guys, stick with it because after today's recap, I think you're going to feel comfortable at least stepping into getting a package or a few packages and then moving on to that next step, which is where you really learn and start seeing that residual income start kicking in, and then feel more comfortable referring people and getting that kicking in, and then you can be right alongside with me and taking advantage of this in a big way and earning passive income in a big way. So while you might be stuck on time, while it might feel a little boring and formal, it's such a landmark, huge, transformative opportunity. It's worth getting through some of this formal stuff so that you see it, feel comfortable with it, and can take that next little step that you need to take to really fully take advantage of it. Cryptocurrency, a digital currency independent of a central bank. Bitcoin is a cryptocurrency, the world's most recognized and valuable at this time. Started in 2008 by Satoshi Nakamoto, A lot of people don't know who he is. Nobody's claiming that they're him, because they felt like the guy who created Bitcoin. It's believed that he felt, or a group of them that took that name, disappeared because they felt like if there was one person that could be made out to be the bad guy, they could take out Bitcoin and this whole revolution of Bitcoin cryptocurrency, because it's removing the central bank from the equation, which cuts down costs and fees, banking fees. We can transfer Bitcoin between each other for significantly less. It revolutionizes everything about money. And no one's claimed to be Satoshi Nakamoto, I think, because they didn't want like one person representing it, because that would be easy to attack. I think that's why it's been so successful, because we don't know who Satoshi Nakamoto is. Started in 2008 by Satoshi Nakamoto, and we don't need to, because it has a life of its own. That's what's so beautiful about it. There is no central ownership of Bitcoin. Started in 2008 by Satoshi Nakamoto and released as open source software in 2009. And by the way, that's the big deal. I hope you stick around and get this piece a little bit later, that blockchain technology that Bitcoin is built off of, it was the first one that was successfully built, can be used in so many different ways. I'm going to share that, and it opens up so many opportunities I'll be sharing with you down the road. A guy named Coach bought 5,000 Bitcoins in 2009 for $27. It's now worth over 20 million. A lot of people look at that and they think, oh, it must be over. Guys, it's not. It's just begun. And again, the more you learn, the more you understand that. Future of Bitcoin. Economists and even investment banks predict Bitcoin may hit the 13,000 mark soon. It's at 4,600 now. So understand that as you're building Bitcoins, you're getting paid in Bitcoins, it's going to keep going up. And so, like I was showing you what I made in passive income in 2 days, like that's going to be triple, a lot of economists and investment banks are saying. Soon. It might go down before it gets there, like we've seen. That's what it does, because some people sell to take some of those huge profits on the way up. But a lot of people who know what they're talking about, and again, if you even, as not even being a financial expert, learn enough about this, you'll realize that the potential is incredible for where it can go. Their predictions are it will exceed 100,000. That's common. The potential long term could hit 500,000 up to 1 million per Bitcoin, according to respected sources. So this concept of a small amount of money ending up being worth a huge amount of money, that's happening over and over again, and not just with Bitcoin but other cryptocurrencies, this is expected to continue. So when you're getting paid in Bitcoin, like my biggest message to you is find opportunities that pay you in Bitcoin, and hold as much. You can withdraw that and spin it if you want to, but hold as much of it as you can, because it's such a transformation in terms of how the impact it's going to have, and the demand for it's going to continue to go up, that we're going to continue to see, from now to the future, people going, wow, that's insane. When you hold a little Bitcoin now, it can be worth a huge amount later. It did not, like the opportunity did not end. Here's Richard Branson, and most people know him, and these are just small representation of people, talking about this. He goes, I think it is working. He's talking about, Bitcoin. There will be other currencies like it that may even be better. He's talking about the other cryptocurrencies. But in the meantime, there's a big industry around Bitcoin. That's Sir Richard Branson. Here's Bill Gates, what he said on Bitcoin. Bitcoin is exciting because it shows how cheap financial transactions can be. Bitcoin is better than currency. This is Bill Gates. Bitcoin is better than currency in that you don't have to be physically in the same place. And of course, for large transactions, currency can get pretty inconvenient. Here's Ben Bernanke. Virtual currencies may hold long-term promise, particularly if the innovations promote a faster, more secure, and more efficient payment system. The ex-CEO of Morgan Stanley is launching his own ICO and creating his own digital currency. Guys, I know most of you, like me not that long ago, are like, what the heck is going on? But I hope you're seeing enough to know like something massive is going on, and you want to start earning Bitcoin. So that's all I really need to get through today. That's obviously, these guys saying this, and there's so much more. The more you learn, the more you realize it's just begun, and you want to start earning Bitcoin any way you can. And what I'm showing you with USI Tech is the easiest, fastest, highest leverage way that I've seen to earn Bitcoin, whether you have no money now to invest or you do. Either or both. The value of cryptocurrency is increasing rapidly, more than 100% increase in value over the last 12 months. It's actually increased more than that since then. Experts predict that Bitcoin expenditure will increase more than 4% in the next 1 to 2 years. So people will start using it more and more and more. In fact, I just invested into an ICO, and I'll be sharing these opportunities with you too. As you guys make more Bitcoin, you're going to have money to invest into other cryptocurrencies. I'll be sharing with you my journey and what I'm doing and what's happening. But I just invested a little into a company called 10X that just launched a couple months ago, and they have a debit card, and it's going to open. It's in other countries now, and they're using it, but they're going to open to the U.S. later this year, and I'm going to get one right away, and I'll show it to you. But it allows you, just works like a debit card. You can go to Starbucks, you can go to online and buy anything. You can buy anything you want with it. But it uses Bitcoin, or it uses Litecoin, it uses one of the other cryptocurrencies of your choice. And again, I know it's a lot here that I'm sharing. You don't need to take it all in now. I just want you to understand something big's happening. It's definite. And I think by the end of the day, it will be obvious that it's happening. It just may not be obvious yet exactly what's going on, but that it is going on, and that you want to learn more about Bitcoin, about cryptocurrencies. And I'm hoping I'll give you enough by the end of today that you'll know that you want to at least make Bitcoin. I will keep sharing and teaching everything I possibly can as we go forward. You can only share so much at a time. The Bitcoin's global acceptance is enormous and is growing every day. So more and more companies are starting to accept Bitcoin and other kinds of cryptocurrencies, which I'll talk about in the future. One BTC package. Okay, so let's come back to USI Tech and what I started off with when I was showing you my back office, and how I had bought these 25 BTC packages, and I was making this return only after a couple of days that I'm going to reinvest and get even more, and you can refer people and get these. One BTC package costs 50 euros. You can only purchase it in Bitcoin, which is good. We want to get in Bitcoin. You want your opportunities to be in Bitcoin. BTC package runs for 140 working days. I mentioned that a little bit earlier. So you buy one of these packages, or you buy 25 packages, or whatever it is, and that runs for 140 days. Now you can take it out if you want to, but if you leave it running for 140 days, it will then stop after 140 days. Now you can buy it and it will pay you out. And after 140 days, it will pay you out 140%. So that means it's not exact. The actual values may differ, but it's been very accurate for the people that I followed for a couple of months, and it's been very accurate for me. It's about 140%. That's what they're aiming for. When they do better, they put it in reserve. But they're aiming for 140% to create stability. So I'm just going to talk in terms of 1% a day on working days, and I'm going to talk in terms of you get 140%, but no, there could be a slight fluctuation. You receive around 1% per working day, so like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, for roughly 140 days with a return on capital of 140%, meaning if you put $1,000 into Bitcoin packages, then you would get $1,400 back after 140 days. That's a huge return. And then you can, along the way though, you're earning this return daily. You don't wait 140 days to get it. You get it daily, like I showed you in my back office. And so every time you get back up to about 60 bucks, you can either take that out and take the money. You can take the Bitcoin and cash that out into dollar if you want to, but I'm encouraging you to leave as much as you can into Bitcoin. And I'm even saying what I'm doing is I'll be taking all of the money for a while. Some of you might need to take some of this as cash and live off that income, but I'm going to be taking all of mine and just buying more packages. So after 3 days right now, I can buy a new package every 3 days, and it's just growing faster and faster and faster. Okay, so example, you purchase 20 Bitcoin packages, that's like 1,000 euros. I don't know what that comes out to US, that's like, I don't know if that's like 1,400. You can go online and do look for exchanges. Let's see, I can figure that out, it's $1,200 US approximately. Run time is approximately 140 working days. Again, you can take it out earlier and you're getting paid daily, but when you buy those 20 packages, you can let it sit there and work for you for 140 working days. The return of capital after 140 working days would be, in this case, 1,400 euros. Obviously, that would be larger in dollars. And that's not taking into account Bitcoin going up, which over time most likely will a lot. More details. Daily payment of the return of capital. So you're getting paid daily. I said that actually. Daily withdrawals. You don't have to wait 140 days. You can be withdrawing that daily. Commissions and returns can be immediately used to purchase new Bitcoin packages like I'm doing. In fact, I'll be doing that tonight or tomorrow. I'll record it and share it with you how I took my earnings for the last couple of days and buy basically a free additional Bitcoin package. So I'll have 26 without using my own money. So I'll be getting even higher interest rates daily. I'll keep doing that and it compounds. And again, I've looked into a lot of people's back offices. My upline, he has like 2,500 packages now. He'd invested $30,000 of his own money, so it really kicked off, which is partly why I'm going to be buying more. But again, I've shown you that you can refer people, not have that kind of money, and still get it working, just get it going, you know. Absolutely amazing. Commissions and returns can be immediately used to purchase new Bitcoin packages, so it compounds. This results in a highly profitable compounding effect. Okay. So this is the calculator that I tried to click on. This is like a snapshot of the calculator I tried to click on earlier today. You guys can log into your USI Tech back office. Remember, you can register for free. You can go back there and you can play around with the calculator, and you can just enter in if you get this many packages, and for some of you maybe it's just one. Just start with one, you know, Bitcoin package. Why not? If you start with one Bitcoin package, if you start with one, well, these slides were made when Bitcoin was only about $1,000 euro. Now it's way up from that. So I'm going to look over here. I want you to go to the calculator and play with it, because then you're going to find the current numbers, because Bitcoin has gone up since this was made. So look over here. You would just, when you click on the calculator link inside your USI back office, which all of you can access your own back office for free. You can register for free if you haven't already. Again, I'm not going to give my referral link on this call. You're going to benefit from everything that I do, whether you're directly referred by me or referred by somebody else who referred you here. So whoever referred you here, you know, if you haven't registered yet for free, do that. You know, get with the person who referred you and get registered, and then go back there and click on that calculator and just start entering in. If you get 20 packages and you keep rebuying, you just let it, every time you get enough to buy another one, you just use the interest that you're making to buy more packages. You would have 117 packages from 20. Remember that, you know, each package is about $60 US. You know, so that would be $1,200 turned into whatever 117 times 60 is. You know, 6,600 and something. 6,000. You know, getting close to $7,000. You turn $1,200 and close to $7,000 in 261 days. Use that calculator. I'm not going to go through these, because you can just go back there, you know, enter in 100 packages, enter in how many days that you'll just let it keep working before you withdraw it, and see where it ends up. It's insane. Again, these guys were trading for high-end clients that had 100 grand to put in, up to millions, and they did that for years. And then they opened this up through this new model where we could all participate at smaller levels, at whatever level we want to, and benefit from this crazy growth. And they can set it up where they're making money whether it's going up or it's going down. You know, I don't want to go as far to say similar to shorting stock on the stock market, but there are ways to profit no matter what's happening with it going up or down when you know the market. You know, they're experts at trading. They have years of experience doing it. Again, I'm extremely pleased with what I've seen and the returns that I've been getting. Will it last forever? I don't know. Are they at risk? Probably there are risks. That's why because everything has risks. So what I'm recommending is that you start small, and then once you earn your principal back, what you put into it, if you're concerned about losing that, take that out and just use the money that you've been earning. I'm extremely pleased with it. There's going to be other people that would be extremely pleased with it, so you can refer others and find people like me that are looking for these high yield opportunities. Not everybody is. That's okay, but there are a lot of people like me who are, and if you don't have any money to invest with, then just start referring people, because you're going to find people like me, and you're going to be able to earn significant commissions from people like me in Bitcoin, start collecting Bitcoin, and use some of that Bitcoin to buy packages and get that working for you without having put in your own money. So whether you have money to invest or not, there's an opportunity here for you. Go play with the calculator and just kind of figure out where you can start. If it's one package, then it's one package. As your confidence grows, you can increase what you put in there. And if you're really concerned about it, when you earn your principal back, take it out and then just let the rest of the money work for you. Again, I'm not going to go through all of that because you can go back there in the calculator and play with that. Compensation plan. So again, I'm only going to focus on the BTC compensation plan, not that Forex trading software license compensation plan. So if you don't sign anybody up, if you don't meet certain qualifications, then you'll get 10% on your first level. So the people you refer, like you refer somebody like me, you're going to get 10% of every package I purchase. And by the way, remember, if this wasn't clear, God, there's so many angles to this. When I repurchase a package, like I'm about to do today with the interest that I made, I'm about to buy another package. It's not even with my own money; it's with the interest that I made just after 3 days. When I buy another package, the person referred me is going to get 10%. Like every time I buy a package, and I'm going to keep buying them, I'm going to buy more with my own money, which is going to make me more interest, and I'm going to be buying packages every day with the free money I'm getting, if you want to call it that. And every time I do, what I want to get across is every time I do, the person who referred me is going to get 10%, and they're going to get to buy more packages or take that out or hold it as Bitcoin or cash it out. So it's not just the initial packages that someone you refer makes, it's the lifetime packages, even the ones they keep rebuying with the extra interest they're getting. So you get 10% on the front level, even if you didn't buy anything yourself, and even if all you did was refer a few people. Now, if you want to open up all 3 levels, so like the people you refer who refer people who refer people, because maybe someone, a lot of people like me might end up on your 2nd or 3rd level doing the big purchases. You can get 3% on that, but that's a lot of people, because like let's say you refer 10 people and they refer 10 people. You guys know how it goes, right? That's 100 people on your 2nd level and they refer 10. That's 1,000 people on your 3rd level. So if 10% of them are buying packages regularly, 3% adds up fast, really fast. I saw my upline's reports. He's got 3,000. I can't remember, thousands of people in his downline. People are purchasing, on the 3rd level. There's hundreds of people purchasing down low, but 3% on hundreds of people purchasing adds up to, in his case, thousands of dollars a day that he's earning in Bitcoin. To open up all 3 levels, so 10% on the first, but then also 2nd level and 3rd level 3%, then you would just have to have 3 people that you referred who purchased 12 packages. Now again, this is the big deal for compliance issues, and what I was concerned with. I don't want a compensation plan. I know a lot of network marketing companies do it. Maybe a lot of you don't care, but personally, I did not want to ever enroll in a company that required people by themselves to purchase themselves to make money. Because according to the FTC, that's not allowed, even though a lot of companies that do it, big companies. I wasn't going to do it. This company is so cool because they don't require you to purchase. Now, I purchased anyway. That's the point. I wanted the product. That's why this is so revolutionary. I wanted the product because I wanted to earn the benefit of their services and the interest. But I didn't buy the product because I want to partake in the opportunity, you see? That's the big deal, the huge deal. That's what's so massively unprecedented about this. So you can come in, not purchase a package. Now I did because I wanted the product, but maybe you don't have the money to. Or maybe you only get one. You don't have to buy a bunch of packages. You don't have to buy any. And you refer people, and you're getting that 10%. Now, in order to open up the other 3 levels, though, the full 3 levels of getting paid commissions on people that others you referred, and people they referred, so it really adds up because there's a large number of people, it grows. In order to open those up, you would have to have 3 people who purchased 12 packages. Not all at once, but over time. Again, they might get there by using some of the interest to buy more. Each time they do, you're getting 10%. And then once you have 3 people, you might refer 10 people and only 3 of them do that, then you open up these other 2 levels. Now, once you have 3 people or more, but all you need is 3 who purchased 25 packages like I did. I purchased 25 right away. A lot of people will. Then you you open up all 12 levels, which is where it gets really massive because you're, just the way the exponentialism works. And again, like you can watch how mine does that over the next couple of months. I mean, it works. I'll have thousands of people in my organization, and the bigger money is going to be, of course, down there on the 1% because there'll be hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people purchasing packages every day. And so I'll be getting. If you can open up those levels, then you'll be getting, as I will, huge Bitcoin payouts daily if you open up all 12 levels. And you do that when 3 people underneath you purchase a package of 25 or more. And again, if you're referring people, you're going to find people like me. So you don't have to buy a darn thing, and you can open up all 12 levels. Now, if you don't want to refer a bunch of people or worry about it, just focus on the first level at first, see what happens. But as you start to make the returns and you start to see it working and your confidence grows and you learn more about the company and the founders over time as it's getting going and your confidence is improving, then you might want to turn on the juice a little bit or start calling a few people and helping them understand, answering their questions or getting them on my calls. And you're going to find 3 people who purchase 25 packages like I did. You're certainly going to find 3 people who purchase 12 and open up your first 3 levels. I love the fact that nobody has to buy anything in order to participate in the multi-level compensation plan. What gave MLM a bad name, right or wrong is irrelevant, what gave it a bad name was, and why, the FTC has laws on this that aren't really being upheld a lot, what gave it a bad name is that a lot of opportunities came where people only bought the product mainly to earn on the compensation plan. Here is a very rare case where people can earn on the compensation plan significantly, even if they didn't spend anything themselves. Now, I think a lot of people are going to want to buy the packages. Like, I would encourage people, get at least one so you can see it working, because that's going to build your confidence. And it's going to get you more emotionally involved, so that you feel comfortable referring people to it, so you can find people like me. And we're going to be purchasing a lot of packages. I'm going to purchase, my next goal is 100 pretty quick, so I can earn more per day and then purchase more on the rebuy. And then my goal is to get to 2,000 packages as quickly as I can. You're going to find people like me if you refer people, and you're going to be more likely to refer people if you buy like 1 package at least, even if you don't have much money. Buy 1 package and see it working. Unbelievable. It's just really, really unusual. Really, this meets every standard that I ever looked for. The reason why I haven't joined a network marketing opportunity for 10 years is it didn't meet all these standards, and this one does. So I showed you my back office again. If you're already registered, you can log in and access this, and you see this rebuy calculator. That's where you can figure out, if you buy so many packages and let it run for so many days, how many more packages would you get for free, and then you can enter that number in and see how it's adding up. I'm going to go back in my back office one more time, because now that I've gone through all of this, it might make a lot more sense. To buy packages, you go to shop. It won't look exactly like this. This is after you take it, you select how many packages you want, but you'll end up on this page when you're purchasing the packages, and it'll give you so much time to send your Bitcoin to this address. I'm going to be doing a class on this. For those of you who don't have Bitcoin yet, I did send an email out where you can get some Bitcoin at a place called Coinbase. If you get it from my link, my affiliate link, or you get it from one of the affiliate links, doesn't need to be mine. I'd prefer that you get it from whoever referred you. Because then if you get it from an affiliate link, though, if you sign up, I should say, through Coinbase where you buy Bitcoin, you get a free $10 of Bitcoin. I'm going to show you how to do that for those who've never bought Bitcoin before. I'll be doing that in little fast classes that won't be long like this one, to show you how to just functionally do this. You have to buy your first piece of Bitcoin. You don't have to buy a whole one. You could just buy, $60 worth, and how you would then go to shop and and do this. But I encourage all of you to at least get one. I start with something not scary. As you're learning, just get it working for you, because I don't think, if I didn't see me getting that recurring revenue coming in for whatever reason, I don't think it would have really hit me how this works. It just wouldn't have really been on my radar like it is now. When I see it working, it just all starts to come together. And I just encourage everybody, even if you don't, if you don't want to risk a lot, I totally get it. For me, 25 packages wasn't a big risk. For some of you, one package is where you should start. But I do encourage you to at least get one, and also learn how to buy Bitcoin. Like, you need to start understanding how the world works, because this is where everything's going. So I'll be walking you through all of that and showing you how to do that. If you already have Bitcoin, or you're pretty quick technically, I'm not, so I'm going to be really helping you, those of you who aren't technically savvy, because I'm not. It's just not me. So I think I empathize with those that really struggle with the technology piece, because I do. So I'm going to be showing you how to do every little step, including how to get your first Bitcoin and so forth, and show you how to go purchase it. But for those of you who have Bitcoin already, or you can pick it up pretty quick and figure it out, you would go to shop, and you would this is where you would where you get the address where you're sending your Bitcoin to. Again, I'll show those of you who don't know how to do that, or don't want to have to figure it out how to do that in upcoming videos. But I really encourage you to get to the point where you have at least one Bitcoin package, or a few. And if you can do more like I did, do what you can where you feel comfortable, and watch it start paying you daily. It's an incredible thing to watch. So, big question, where do you want to be in 2017 and beyond? I'm not even, a lot of you know who Robert Kiyosaki is. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this. I just want you to think, a lot of people are struggling as employees. Tough way to make money. There's another group that Robert Kiyosaki pointed out, the self-employed. They basically own their own job. It's 95% of the population. They're independent in a sense, but not to the banks, not to their mortgage, not to their bills. Not a lot of freedom. I've been there before. You just kind of working your tail off, and you don't really see the light at the end of the tunnel. Then there's the business owners. They have 95% of the wealth. They have a system. And really what I'm showing you is a system. If you're deciding to start referring people and so forth, it's an incredible system, one like I have never seen. And then there's the investor quadrant, which very few people ever get into, where you're able to generate passive income, significant passive income on your investments. Before the cryptocurrency industry, I couldn't crack that nut. The returns weren't big enough, and there were too many really smart people with really incredible trading tools that could beat me, and I just didn't enjoy that being my day, quite frankly. But it's an amazing place to be, and I always thought about how amazing it would be to earn significant income, monthly, like clockwork, with freedom on your capital. This is tapping into that as well. This is tapping into this quadrant, which gives you a lot of freedom, because you're able to leverage a system, referring people here, leveraging other people's services and tools in order to help other people get what they want, but without you having to run the whole show. So you're free as you're making the income. But this is also tapping you into the investor quadrant, and that's what makes this so special. To be able to earn passive income as an investor so quickly and easily, quite remarkable. Even if you're starting out at zero, amazing. So benefits of USI, I hope you could pretty much write the script from here. After what I covered, you can start with as little as 50 euros. You can even start with less and start referring people. That's 60 US, for one package. 3-year proven track record in automated trading systems these guys have, and there's one guy that has much more than that. Free to join, and by the way, you might think 3 years, that's not very long. Well, if it was a stock market, no, but we're talking about this new industry, so it hasn't been around that long. That's the point. It's just at the ground floor of what cryptocurrencies and the entire industry and the opportunities will become. Free to join includes continuous support and lifetime updates. No experience in trading needed. Do not need to be a tech expert by any means. I'm going to be helping you with videos and things upcoming about how to get your first Bitcoin and how to transfer that over and buy packages, and how to do everything. I'm available to answer your email questions, even if you're not enrolled with me. So again, get with the person who referred you, and I'll be as much help to you as I would anyone else. So no advantage to enrolling with me as opposed to the person who referred you here. The day will come, probably a month or so from now, where it will become so massive I won't be able to answer emails and help with people like that, but I'll be doing live Q&As at that point. Those of you who really want to go run with this, obviously we could build a relationship now, and I would continue supporting you one-on-one. You all have that opportunity. Just reach out. It's a very transparent system. One of the other things that really sold me on the leaders of this company, is if you go look for videos from them, you're going to find that they're very transparent. Like, they're very cordial and transparent and open, and I really like that. I mean, this is something that's kind of subtle, but for me, that's something I look for. That put me at ease as well early on, before they even had the law firm look over everything and change the compensation plan, which is what I really needed, so that people wouldn't have to purchase to participate in the compensation plan. Daily profit you earn with possibility to withdraw daily or reinvest it back and just really get that compounding, which is super easy to set up. It might not feel like it for you that are tech challenged like me, but really with the return, it's extremely easy to set up. And again, I'll be providing really simple tools for those of you who need the help, videos and so forth. So sign up free, get with the person who referred you here. I'm going to go over a few more things, but those who need to go, that's the crux of it. Get with the person who referred you, get registered free, start playing with that calculator, and get some packages going, and just watch it return like as soon as tomorrow. Those of you who don't have Bitcoin, it might take you a little bit to learn how to purchase your first Bitcoin, but you're going to want to do that anyway. You want to get into the economy of cryptocurrencies and digital currencies anyway, because there's a whole world of opportunities. For those who can stay, I'm going to talk a little bit more about those. Mark Zuckerberg, this is interesting. I wanted to cover this. CEO of Facebook invited 5 people to his Harvard dorm room 9 years ago. Not that long ago. It's amazing. Shows you how fast things change, right? To discuss a business opportunity. Only 2 people showed up, and they got in. Today, those 2 people are billionaires. Dustin Marskowitz and Eduardo Saverin, 3.4 million and 6.5 million. Nothing is more expensive than a closed mind and a missed opportunity, a thinking about it for too long, like I did 5 years ago when people were talking about cryptocurrencies, and I was missing out on the whole boat of what was developing and what was evolving. And I had a lot of people talk to me about it. I just thought it was a fad, a short-term thing. It can cost you a whole lot of money and time. Taking action, again, if you're busy, it can be just a little action. Get in there, get a couple of packages going as your confidence grows, refer some people, get someone like me underneath you, and then start purchasing more packages. Whatever that action is. Or if you're someone like me where you can transition, I'm still very busy working with many clients, but all my spare time I'm putting into this. Wherever you are, super busy, not much time, or super busy like me, but as you make money, you can start to transition and go full throttle. Wherever you are with it, like, just take the action you can take now, and you can earn a whole lot. I mean, really quickly. It's your choice, your life. It's up to you. What can I say? All I can do is my best to show you what I know. I've never seen anything like it in 25 years in business. Not even close. So I'm going to now go over a few more things for those that can stay. Those who can't, just get registered if you're not already, and do everything you can. Ask me questions. Ask the person who referred you questions. They'll ask me questions. Whatever you got to do to get at least a package in there. Get a couple packages in there. If you've got the money to do it, get 25 packages in there like I did. Just get a package of packages in there and start watching it work and start referring people. And then I'll continue supporting you to help this thing grow as fast as possibly can. I think over the next 90 days, those who take some action, any action, are going to see an incredible return from that effort. I want to go back to kind of guide us, go back to the beginning. Just to make sure I hit everything and kind of go a little bit deeper into some of these other opportunities, just talk a little bit more here. I'll probably wrap this up in about 5 minutes. I mentioned that I was going to cover how you can earn significant passive income without purchasing anything yourself. So again, I showed you my back office. You can go in there by registering free, play with that calculator, and just see if you were to refer people and get that 10%, even if you didn't buy anything. You can get a couple people like me. I spent $1,500, so that would have been $150. I'm going to buy another package today with the recurring revenue, so that would have been another $6 for you. I'm going to buy 100 more packages here soon, so that would be $600 for you. You could buy 10 more packages, so you can start purchasing packages to get the passive income going on the Bitcoin you get for the referral commissions when you get people like myself. And there's people who are much bigger purchases than me. I mentioned somebody who's putting 1,000 Bitcoins in there, which is almost $500,000. Obviously, that's an extreme case. I don't think I'm so unique or unusual. The investment product here that they're selling is incredible. You're going to find people like me. So even if you can't purchase anything, if you're in an extreme situation, a desperate situation, an unusually difficult situation, you can't even get $60 together, now would be the time for massive action. Start referring, because you're going to find people like me, and you could literally set yourself up for life. I believe that for what should be somewhat obvious reasons. I mean, obviously anything can happen. Anything can change in the market, but that's always the case with everything. I've never seen anything that could set someone up so quickly, especially without having to invest anything themselves. It's crazy in comparison to the old model, the old world before now. I think we're going to see more opportunities like this. We're going to see more incredible opportunities, which I already know some. I'm going to mention some here in a minute. There's lots of ways to generate passive income in this world that just never existed before. I said I was going to help you see how to generate significant passive income if you don't want to refer anybody. So the opposite, by getting BTC packages. And I showed you how I was already within 2 days getting significant returns, which I'm going to use to invest into more BTC packages so it starts to compound massively. So whether you've got nothing to invest with and you want to refer people and find people like me, or you don't want to deal with referring anybody, just the investment package itself is incredible. I said I was going to show you why this is perfect for those too busy to put a lot of time into something new, but who still need to generate passive income. Obviously, you needed the time to sit through today, but there's not much other time that you need to spend. If you don't know how to buy Bitcoin, you might have to, watch a 10-minute video on how to get that set up. There's just not that much more time to spend. If you want to send out an email to people, it might take 10 minutes. But there's just not that much time you'd have to spend to leverage this to some degree. And you're also going to be able to leverage my trainings and my support. You'll be able to ask me questions, have me hunt things down for you. When my organization gets too big, to be able to just answer questions by email, I'll then do live Q&As. I'm going to be here for you. I have a position where I can do that. And I'm going to be creating trainings for you. You'll be able to refer people to today's training. I'll be making shorter ones. I'll be making middle range ones. I'll be making ones for cynical people. I'll be making ones for network marketers who believe in anything. All the different audiences of people I'll make a class for, and you can send people to the one you like most. It emphasizes and focuses on what questions you think people need answered. You can leverage me, my time, my experience, and save an incredible amount of time yourself and leverage everything that I'm doing. That's what makes this model so incredible. I'll show you why, or I said I was going to show you why after months of research my concerns were replaced by enthusiasm. I said I was going to review the company, its products, compensation, and why I believe this is unlike anything we've seen before. I mean, in a nutshell, it's unlike anything we've ever seen before because we're talking about the cryptocurrency industry. We're talking about being able to, build in Bitcoins, receive Bitcoins, which have the potential to go up massively from here and to continue to do so. But we're also talking about being able to leverage, like I talked about, in a major way because the product is so incredible because of the very nature of cryptocurrencies and the growth that it's having. But more importantly, I shared how my concerns were replaced by enthusiasm mainly because of that decision that they made to hire a law firm to review everything and to make the necessary changes that they need to go way above bar to address the concerns I had or that the FTC would have, even though they went way beyond what most even very successful network marketing companies can do. The biggest one being that you don't have to spend money to participate in the compensation plan. Maybe not a big deal for a lot of you that have been in network marketing, very big deal for me. I said I was going to show you your next steps if you want to start receiving passive income, and that's to get with the person who referred you and then either A, buy a Bitcoin package or buy more like I did if you can, and start seeing that work so your confidence can build as you're checking it out, not taking a lot of risk, but just getting some action going and getting it working for you. Or B, start referring people, or both. By the way, your referral link, when you log in to your USI site, your referral link will be on that main page that you log in at. Kind of just scroll down, you'll see it near the middle of the page, your referral affiliate link. I said I was going to discuss a little more about other opportunities available in this new world of cryptocurrencies, and I was going to be helping you navigate all of it as we go forward. So I just want to talk a little bit more about that. Some of you got an email from me that talked about Coinbase. That's one of the most reputable places that everyone goes to purchase cryptocurrencies. By the way, I learned that if you're in Hawaii or Wyoming, Coinbase doesn't operate there, but there are other exchanges that do, where you can buy Bitcoin. Again, if you have questions, send them my way. If you don't have access to me, send those questions to someone that you know who referred you here, and they'll come to me, and you'll get your answers. Coinbase has an affiliate program. Other exchanges have an affiliate program. This is the world of the internet. This is the new world. They almost all have affiliate programs. So you're not only going to be making Bitcoin and passive income from this. As you follow this path I'm forging here, and I'm sharing all these videos, I'm sharing all this stuff, and I'm doing these videos without giving my own referral link out, and I'm setting this up so everyone benefits whether they work directly with me or not, so they can work with you, and you can just leverage everything I'm doing. They're going to be enrolling into your Coinbase affiliate link. I'll show you how, if you don't know how. They're going to be showing you, or I'm going to be showing you how to find your affiliate link for other exchanges that are going to be useful. I might start doing the Forex trading and showing you that, and some of you are going to want to take part in that, and that's going to open up another revenue stream. There's the ICOs I talked about, and I am going to end talking a little bit more about that because it's going to help you understand the magnitude of this better than anything else. It goes way beyond just Bitcoin and currency, this transformation of wealth. And I'll end on that. But there's so many opportunities I want you to understand, and you're going to be able to benefit from all of them. There's like this path we're getting on where you're going to be able to collect and earn Bitcoin in a passive way from lots of different areas. I just showed you one big one today, but there's so many more that you're going to be learning about, and it's not going to, they're very simple. There's, kind of no-brainers like, oh, you want to buy Bitcoin? Here's where you go to buy it. And you'll be giving your affiliate link, and you'll be getting, like in that case, for every person, $10 of free Bitcoin. And there's so many of those kinds of opportunities. Every time somebody, and I'm not going to get into all the details, there's so many different opportunities you're going to be learning about. It's mind-boggling. I do want to address some questions that I'm going to end on the ICOs, which will really help you understand what's going on in a bigger way, and then we'll close out today. Here's a question I got that some of you might have. I'm totally Bitcoin currency trading ignorant, and I juggle 3 businesses and homeschool my kids. A lot of people write in this kind of a situation. Although I'm intrigued, any people I refer, I don't have a lot of information for them. Can they see the same training videos you're sending me but still enroll through my referral link? And the answer is, if it wasn't already clear, absolutely. Absolutely setting it up that way. I'm going to be doing very short little versions of what I did today. I'm going to have long comprehensive ones. You can send them to whichever ones you want. All of you can. And you'll be able to benefit and leverage from me investing the time into researching and sharing all of this. Another question I got, 2 questions actually. Would I be able to invest when I have money? Answer to that, of course, absolutely. At any time, you guys can buy Bitcoin packages and start getting that to work for you. And second question, am I able to invite people to join as well? Absolutely. I mentioned this earlier. You can find your affiliate link when you log in. Just scroll down the page. If you have trouble finding it, just let me know, or let the person who referred you know you can't find it. And you can start referring people. It's free for them to register as well, and you can start sending them whatever videos I've created that you like, and I'll keep creating more short ones, middle-ranged ones, long ones, ones that emphasize different issues, and you can leverage all of that and start building it. Another question. After I registered, I did purchase some Bitcoin via Coinbase through your link. How do I transfer it to my account at USI Tech, or does that happen automatically at some point? So she's since got the question answered, but I imagine some of you are probably wondering this stuff. After you purchase some Bitcoin through Coinbase, and again, I encourage you to do that through somebody's affiliate link because you're going to get $10 of free Bitcoin. In other words, the person who referred you doesn't get just $10 free of Bitcoin when you buy through their link. When you buy through an affiliate link, you also get $10 of free Bitcoin. So I encourage you to find, the person referred you, find their affiliate link. And if you don't know where your affiliate link is on Coinbase or how to get one, just ask me. Or ask the person who referred you here, and they'll ask me. We'll get you set up. Anyway, she's asking, how do I transfer that? Once you buy that Bitcoin on Coinbase, how do you transfer that to your USI Tech account? It doesn't happen automatically. They're 2 completely different entities. You can buy and store, digital currencies like Bitcoin on Coinbase, and you can use it for all kinds of different things, this just being one of them. You might remember that one page that I showed you guys today where I said it showed a little timer and it showed an address and you needed to send your Bitcoin to that address within that time in order to purchase your packages. If you go to shop at your USI Tech back office, you'll see where you can buy the packages, and then when you choose the number of packages you want, you'll be led to that point where it's giving you the address. You would then go into Coinbase, you'd log into your Coinbase account, and you would send your Bitcoin to that address, and that's how you purchase it. For those that need help technically, I totally get it. I struggled with it. I got through it. I figured it out. It took me a lot of time. I'm going to save you loads of time by doing a quick video later this week and show you how to get set up with Coinbase, how to purchase your first Bitcoin, and how to purchase your first BTC package at USI Tech. So I'll show you all of that for those of you who need that help. I think this is the last question I have for today. I tried to join USI Tech without success, and have tried again today, but among other things, they want a broker number. Is this correct, or have I inadvertently landed on a form I don't need? So if anyone else has run into that, I think that's something you don't need. I don't know where that's coming from. Edward sent me a screenshot of that, and I think I heard somebody else ask me about that. So I'm going to look into that more. If you're running into something where you're being asked for a broker number, gosh, I don't think you need it. I don't understand what that's about. Do email me if you're running into that. I'm going to hunt down the answer for you so you don't have to spend the time figuring it out. But yeah, I don't think you need to do that, and I'm just not quite sure where that's coming up. So if other people are running into that, where it's asking for a broker number, you don't know what it's talking about, send that to me, and I'm going to get to the bottom of it. Okay, so I mentioned I was going to talk about ICOs. I'm going to close on this. I think it really, I'm going to do more trainings on this for those that really want to know. But one more thing before I open that up, though. I mentioned this, I want to say it one more time. I'm going to do lots of little videos, short ones, not like today. Today, I just wanted to cover everything. I'm going to show you how I'm taking the money that I earned from the return on capital from my 25 packs and the commission, and I'm going to buy another package. So I'll have 26 packages without using my own money, just within 2 days. I'm going to show you how to do that. I'll just shoot that real quick and send that out to you. I'm going to send you lots of little clipped, short videos like that that are quick and easy to move you through this. So look for those. And then the ICO thing. Here's just one of many sites that show the ICOs. An ICO is when a new cryptocurrency is being created. And not all of these represent currency. A lot of them represent value in some other way. So I won't go into it a lot today, but I want you to understand that what's driving Bitcoin and what's driving this transformation isn't just this idea like I used to think it was, that it's just some digital currency. It goes way beyond that. It transforms the way companies raise money. It makes it more accessible. It removes the middlemen from a lot of different business models and cuts the price of everything down. Here's some examples of some ICOs that have just happened. So new cryptocurrencies have just been created, and the business model that they represent that has nothing to do with using their tokens or their coins as currency. So you can go to a site like this, like www.icoalert.com, just for fun, and you can look at these new ICOs, these new companies that have been started, built on the blockchain technology, which is the same new technology that, again, that's revolutionizing our economy, that Bitcoin was built on. Bitcoin was the first to use it, and they're using it. Bitcoin's using it as a currency, but some people are using it as a company, and the token or the coin represents the value of the company, and people are just making 1,000, 30,000% often. I don't mean sometimes. You can go check this out yourself if that's hard to believe. This is happening all the time, and I'm going to be sharing this this is a whole new world that I'm still learning. I'm going to be sharing it with you as we go along for those that want to take some of the money they're making from USI and start investing it and diversifying it in some of these amazing opportunities. You can go here and you can look at their website. You can read what they're about. But this first one says decentralized certainty for investments and anonymous participant accountability. I have no idea. You have to go to the website and know what that means. This next one's business model is a smart cryptocurrency for gaming. This next one is using the blockchain technology as a decentralized professional social network. And again, you can go to their websites and read their reports, figure out what their business models are all about. This next one is decentralized payment system for multiple cryptocurrencies. This one's a real estate platform built on Ethereum. That's another cryptocurrency. A real estate platform with insurance protection. This next one is the foundation of the decentralized web. Okay, so you can just go here, ICOalert.com, and go look at their websites and just get a sense of the magnitude of the transformation taking place in our economy and the way that companies raise money, and the way we understand everything about economics and about how we exchange and see value. It goes way beyond just currencies. Again, I'll say it one more time. There are hundreds and hundreds of these, and dozens more being launched every week, where they're using the blockchain technology. And again, all that means that's just the structure of the code that Bitcoin was built off of. That blockchain technology is what made Bitcoin possible, where we can trade and exchange value safely and securely and without a middleman, without a bank. Well, that blockchain technology is being modified and used to recreate new business models that have never been able to exist before without middlemen, new concepts, better ways of doing business that are going to affect and change every industry. And that's why billionaires and successful people at the highest of levels are there, that are understanding, that are saying this is going to the moon and it's not coming back. This is going so far and so high that when we look back at our economy today, it will look like the Dark Ages. It is absolutely incredible, and what I'm really offering you is the opportunity to come along this journey with me, to not have to spend, 100 hours of research time like I am, with my eyeballs burning behind a computer screen because I'm so excited, because I just love this stuff. I just love transformative stuff, because this really represents independence. It represents independence from banks. It represents somewhat central organization controlling our currencies. And if you don't really, you don't really have to think about all that just to know it represents a massive transformation of wealth, which opens up incredible opportunity for people willing to look at it. And what I'm really inviting you into, leading with USI Tech, is the opportunity to learn about all that at your own pace, at your own time, saving massive amounts of time, leveraging me, while I'm introducing you to everything that I'm seeing and the opportunities I'm seeing. And as you generate more money and more Bitcoin, to be able to invest that into other places and really lead the pack, so to speak, in the opportunities that are unfolding that go way beyond just USI Tech. But starting with USI Tech, it's so high leveraging. I think it's amazing, and I hope you guys see it at least enough to dabble, to go in, buy a package or three, or whatever you feel comfortable with, start seeing the return on capital, use that to buy more, maybe withdraw some to see that actually happens. Check that out too. I checked that out and checked out that there are no problems withdrawing your money, but you might want to experience all of that, and then before you go in bigger. And then you can take your principal out if that's a concern for you and just keep playing with the money that you earned. You can refer people. You're going to find people that don't want to have anything to do with it, but you're going to find people like me. And I promise you that there's a lot of people like me that are looking for opportunities that are transformational, that put them in front of this cryptocurrency, Bitcoin opportunity. This certainly does that. So I hope you see enough just to get started. If you have any questions, email me or email the person who referred you, and we'll get your questions answered. Look for more videos from me, shorter ones next time for a while. Do a lot of little short ones that just help you with whatever you might be struggling with, buying your first Bitcoin, getting your first packs, whatever you need help with. All right, guys. I hope this was helpful. I hope to see you in upcoming calls and getting to know many of you and helping you build your fortune. I mean, that's how I'm looking at it. Regardless if you're trying to build a fortune or just get some passive income going, I want to help. All right, we'll see you soon. Get to the person who referred you to this call and get started. Bye-bye.